Well, congratulations, Dowse. Another 3 points. What did you make of today's game and performance?
Very good. I thought, to be fair, we've battered the first half. We've had about 8 or 9 chances, and you always knew that we'll have a turn. And I thought it was the only chance we had in our goal, to be honest. Then they went direct to try to get up with, which is right. Gary's a very good manager, a very good lad as well. And I thought from being comfortable at 2-0 to actually being on the rocks for a little bit. But all this knowing that, I didn't really think they'd score 2, to be honest. The one we got was a mistake by daft free kick to give away, a direct ball in the box, and we should have dealt with it. But up until the 2-0, I thought we were fine. But it should have been a half time, it should have been 3-4. I think everybody knows that. But if you don't take your chances, that's what happens. But listen, we can't get carried away in what we're like at Western-super-Mare, what we're like at Borough. Sometimes you've got to come here and scrap and work hard and come away with a victory, which that's all that matters. But against a decent side like obviously Gary is, I've got a lot of time for Gary. I've got a lot of time for Hampton, to be honest. I work with my club now, and I'm very proud to be manager of a club. But I've got a lot of good memories of Hampton. So it was no special occasion for me, to be honest. I just wanted to win the game.
Do you think it was a question of the players switching off a bit after half time, or Hampton upping their game with nothing to lose?
I think they went direct that, to be honest, with the players you had available, and that got off guard a little bit, I think. But 2-0. Switching off, I don't know. I can't go too deep with players, to be honest, because what they've given us over the last couple of months, we're all going to have a little time when it's against them a bit. And it's just a little reminder that we're not Barcelona, a little reminder that we still have to do the basics all the time. But a lot of lads have played games, and and we might freshen things up on Saturday. If anybody gets too many rubs and all that, dink them. But the bottom line is, yes, switching off, because we said beforehand, don't give any silly free kicks away, and we did. And the ball gets in the box, and it was a great ball in, but it shouldn't have went in from really. But we've had some bloody good chances. And I thought the subs made the game. I thought Hodgie coming on, and I thought obviously Lua needed that, and that's the sort of finish we miss in the club, where we get people behind their back four, and we haven't done that. It's always into feet, get it wide, get the ball in the box. So it was a good, good finish by Lua, and he's probably the only one in the club who could finish from there.
And you're right about Hodges coming on, and the energy levels just lifted again, and it put Woking back in the ascendancy again, didn't it?
With 2 good subs to come on, and I just thought attacking force in the second half, and the midfield too, and I just thought it was probably non-existent compared to how good it was in the first half. But in the back of my mind, I know everybody's getting carried away at half time, but I wasn't. I always think 2-0 is a dangerous score, because if you score the next one, you win it. But if you bloody score, they can put it on you for 10. So everybody has a turn in the game, and you had their turn for 10-15 minutes. But even when I had the turn, I didn't think we were going to concede, and I thought, like I say, it was the only shot we had on target. But the bottom line is, Gary's teams are always very competitive and always come at you, and we'll kick on from there.
And a magnificent free kick from Toby Edser. And it says a lot about the confidence of him, doesn't it? That he really took the ball off Max Kretschmar and said, it's mine.
Well, he could. Max is useless at them. And, we're pathetic in them things. We're absolutely crap at them dead balls. And the practice them, stay on the training ground, I'm looking at them, and there's 4 men on the ball, top corner, flicking top right hand of the stand here, or in the back of the stand, or hits a David Lloyd centre. We're flicking useless at things like that. So I'm glad I've got somebody to put his foot on the ball, hit the target with a keeper. And we've been poor on that, to be honest. So even though I thought Toby just done, I thought the midfield just done okay. Jolly's energy was good, but it should have been better on the ball. Harry, because he hasn't played for a long time, I think you could tell that, to be honest. And Ed's just done okay today. Compared what they've been like, I thought we were just bang average in there, to tell you the truth. Same as the first half, where the wide one's done very well, and we sent her forward, but we're non-existent in the second half, except for Max always gets behind the ball very well. Things I can have a look at for Saturday. And his bottom line is, we keep shouting for him to get behind the ball and be hard to break down and play this great football. And if they don't do it, they'll just sit next to me, and they'll miss out on the Watford game then. So it's their call. It's not really my call, it's their call.
And finally, Dowse, was there a concern, really, that having played so well on Saturday against Billericay, that perhaps things might drop a little bit today?
Not for players. Not for these lot of players. One thing they've got guts. They have got balls, I'm telling you that now. They've got proper guts, this lot. So if there was another team I'd have taken the past few years, I might have said yes. But one thing, we are harsh on them. We set the standards very high. I set my standards high, and the coaching with me and Ian and Martin do as well. But we have got some guts about them, not because they wouldn't have done what they've done if they hadn't. They wouldn't have went down to Torquays and won. They wouldn't have went to Swin and done what they've done. They wouldn't have played these 3 games and win them. Except for obviously the Maidstone game. So I think they've got great character. But we do appreciate the support. Again, they come out in numbers today. I hope he'll come back, and I never will at Watford, but I hope he'll come back after that. we are in a good position. Torquay will win today, I believe we will, but the bottom line is we've got to go tour with any team up there. So it's all about winning matches, and that's what you've got to do, and that's why I've got a bigger squad than usual. And if I need to freshen things up on Saturday and go again, some of the lads coming on Saturday, it'll be their turn to try to push. So it's having a decent squad, and the board have backed us, to be honest. I asked the board if I could have a little bit more money just till the FA Cup's finished, and they have backed us like we always do. So I appreciate the board's help as well.
Lovely, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure, have a nice Christmas and New Year.
And you too.